So it's day 3, and I am in a really emotional place right now. I know I said in the first day that my ex-girlfriend and I met up. We had a great weekend together. We both came to the conclusion yesterday that it's just not the right time. We might be good people for each other, but we decided to go our separate ways. And yesterday was, to say the least, an extremely emotional day. I was climbing with my friends in the morning, so everything was going good. And then, boom, bombshell with this whole thing. So I was crying. I was completely devastated. Even though I agree with what we decided on, I do think it's for the better. I was obviously heartbroken. And that's where I'm at right now, so I'm a little bit down, but I have to stick to this. I'm going to record every day, no matter if I'm feeling good or bad. And today is definitely a kind of down day. I've been in this position before. I've been heartbroken before, so I think I know how to handle it a little better. But nonetheless, I'm still feeling all the emotions. And I think that's one thing I learned from my past breakup. It's important to, if you're feeling something, you can't just push it away. You can't try and distract yourself all the time. I think it's good to do that sometimes, but if you constantly try and run from emotions, you're preventing your mind from telling you something that you might need to hear or that you might need to feel and go through. And for that reason, I'm feeling this right now. I'm feeling the emotions right now, and it sucks. It feels like I lost my best friend, someone that I would text every day. We have such a good time together, and it's tough. But I think it's part of life. I think life comes with ups and downs, and I think yesterday was a perfect example of that. It started out such a good day. I did a climb really well, and I hung out with my friends. It was awesome. And then that was the top of the wave, and then immediately I entered the trough right after that. So, to bring it back to my journal, one of the days I wrote in here that you have to accept the bad with the good. So, even though the relationship, I hate to even use the word bad, but even though it ended badly, we're not together, it didn't go the way that either of us would have hoped or wanted. But I'm trying not to let that part of it cloud my mind and make me think that it was all bad and just have this really negative view on the whole thing. And that's what I was writing about. I think a lot of things in life, everything in life for that matter, has a good side and a bad side. In finance, when I was going to school, one of the concepts we talked about was opportunity cost. And whenever you make one choice, you are, because you made the one, preventing another choice from being made. So it's when one door opens, another door closes, would be a way to put that. And I'm trying to look at this from that perspective. Although I'm no longer with Jen, that chapter might be ending in my life. I'm trying to think what else it might have opened up. And that's a coping mechanism that I use pretty frequently now. When something bad happens, rather than just feeding into the bad and seeing the obvious, which it's always really easy to see what's bad, lately I've really been trying to flip the coin immediately and just think about, okay, this happened, but you need to look at the other stuff that's happening because of this, or that might happen because of this. And I think that's been a source of positivity for me. It's made a lot of bad things seem less bad, and therefore easier to stomach. And it doesn't come easy. It takes a long time. I'm still not really good at it. I think I tend to be a pretty blunt person with myself. So when something bad happens, especially if it's because of me, I usually feed into that and I can spiral. I have spiraled before. But I'm really trying to push hard against that right now. Even though I'm going through it, I'm really fighting that feeling. But also accepting that, yeah, I am going to be sad, and that's just the way that it goes sometimes. So for day 3, I would say that I'm in a pretty emotional, pretty vulnerable spot. But I thought it would be important to share that because, once again, my whole thinking behind this project is that I just want to show you guys the honest truth about my life and what I'm going through. And today, on day 3, I'm going through it. I am going through it. You guys are going to see a video that I took right after the breakup at some point. And yeah, it's not pretty. I'm a pretty ugly crier. I can't lie about that. I'm an ugly crier, and I think I'm going to show you guys it. So that's where I'm at today. And I hope you guys are having a better day than I am.